So in this video, I'm going to talk about two of the main places that you will go as a student to communicate with teachers and find resources for what's actually happening in class. And that's the Google Classroom and the Summit platform. Now, I do have separate videos explaining how to use the Summit platform, and I'm going to link them in the description down below. And I also have videos and onboarding resources. That's going to be in the links in the description down below. And I also have another video that just talks about how to actually use the Google Classroom, how to click on things, and that's going to be on the playlist right after this video. So this one is just talking about what you would use each of those for. So the Google Classroom, you're going to have one for every single class that you have. So you're going to have one for mentoring. You're going to have one for each of your core subjects, so English, social studies, math, and science. And you're also going to have one for enrichment. And there's also one for STL. So all of those Google Classrooms are ones that you're supposed to join. So they serve as a communication hub between students and parents and the teachers. So it is a way for us to send out mass communication and post things that might be important. Now, there are two views which are useful in the Google Classroom. There is one that's called the Classroom view, and that is the best way to find resources in an organized way. The stream view is the best way to see things in order they were posted and to keep up with recent announcements. Now, assignments are usually not going to be due within the Summit platform. Within the Google Classroom. They're due in the Summit platform. You do not use the Google Classroom to turn in assignments for core classes. However, for enrichment classes, since that's not on Summit, that's how you're going to turn in your projects. It's going to be through the enrichment portal within the Google Classroom. So Summit for core classes, Google Classroom for enrichment. Do make sure that you actually carefully read every single announcement that comes from the Google Classroom. That's important. It's considered, if we post it there, it means we told you, right? And it's expected that you did that. There are options that you can go on settings to change your notification settings so that you do not get lots of emails a day. Instead, if you get a digest that gives you all the things that happen in that day in one email, either per class or all your classes. So those features are really great to have you not get blasted by a bunch of notifications. So if you're getting like a ton of emails from the Google Classroom, you can just go into settings and disable that feature of notifications or change how often notifications are coming to you. And that is a very, very smart thing to do if you're getting overwhelmed with emails. However, if you do disable notifications or if you only have a digest, that doesn't mean that you're not supposed to read them. Right? You still can log in and check in at least once a day to see if anything else happened in each one of your classes. Now, you must be enrolled in a Google Classroom at all times if you are a remote student. So you can never disenroll from the class, okay? And if there is no need to have it open though. So while you're doing your work, if you're not using it, you can leave it closed. However, you must be enrolled as a student. Then we actually have the Summit platform. And if you are a new student, there is a whole set of videos that have been recording, and a link in the description down below called Onboarding for the Summit platform. And there's resources that help you understand how it works. If you are a student that already knows how it works, those videos might still be helpful to help you understand a little bit more about Summit than you maybe do. Now, Summit is the main hub for our content resources. It's where we make and track goals. It's where we find out what we need to work at next. It's the place where we check for our progress and get feedback on the things that we've turned in. It's where we do content assessments, and it's where we assign assignments are submitted, except for enrichment. So it's really where school lives. So Meets is where Classroom is. Google Classroom is where you go for communication, and Summit Learning is where you actually go to do the learning, right? So that's how it kind of works in remote learning. So please make sure that you watch the next video on how to actually navigate the Google Classroom. And if you do need help understanding Summit, strongly recommend that you look at the description of the video down below for onboarding resources to understand what the platform is, why it works, and how it works, and then also the philosophy of why we use it. All right, see you guys on the next video.